Happy Friday, my friends. I have a lot of stuff still coming in, and sadly, most of my things coming in from Nordstrom. Okay, I said most, but a few of my things, plus some of my favorite things from Nordstrom, are already sold out, which is so frustrating because when I get something good, I want you to have it. So there goes that. But we're going to go over, I have hair, home, sleep, a couple of outfits from the week, some gadgets, all kinds of stuff, including this, I'm going to say crazy makeup. And I don't think it's that crazy, but it is very different because I'm trying several new products. And I stumbled upon this girl last night. It was just, I never go directly to my subscriptions. I always just click YouTube and whatever comes up, comes up. And, of course, it's usually according to what you've been watching. Well, this girl came up and I mean, gorgeous, just gorgeous, young. I look nothing like her. Different color hair, different color eyes, everything. But I was mesmerized by this makeup tutorial. And I'm telling you, if I hadn't have been sitting there in my Victoria's Secret pajamas, I probably would have gone. Actually, I placed an order at 3 different places, including one at Walmart. I needed to order lashes, but it seems like there was something else. I think she was showing the L'Oreal or something, the L'Oreal Foundation. And so that will be coming up soon. I'll show you everything I got from her video. But one of the things that she was talking about how much she loved is this foundation. And I have barely any backstock of any makeup left because I've really done a clean out of all of my older makeup. And just the clutter was driving me crazy. So I had this in there. This one is 250C. And it's lighter than I need at this moment. I'm going to show you something else having to do with that. The one she showed was much higher. But the main reason I wanted to bring it to your attention is I used to love this. I don't know if you remember, this used to be one of my go-to foundations. And if you're here and you are like me and you're mature, but you still have oily skin, you might get thrown off by one, it's saying luminous. Kind of like with the Maybelline, it's saying that it's a serum. But I think what saves this and what saves everything for me is this double wear concealer, or any concealer that has full coverage and like a matte dry down. That will save you. So if you have some foundations that you love, but you cannot wear them in the summer because they just get too shiny, maybe try this. And in both of these situations, we're dealing with a cool tone. And if you're like me, I always think warm tone is more yellowy base, neutral is neutral, and cool is more pink. But a lot of times, cool tones can even be more tan, almost more tan without the pink, almost more neutral, really. But I also don't want you to let that C throw you off, because instead of it being pink, it's actually more neutral. It's actually more like a neutral tan. So these both winners, and that's one thing I like to do, is to come back to you and show you favorites too. Okay, let's go into face tanning. This is the Saint-Tropez Self-Tan Purity Natural Glowing Skin Bronzing Water Face Mist. Now, in the past, remember when I used that one that was in the pink bottle and it's called Cocoa something? I'll list it with this. I think that one was a much stronger. Like that one, you could spritz on one time and you woke up like you were in the Bahamas. This one took me 2 nights to spray it. And one thing that you might be thinking that held me back too is, one, when do I do it? Before my skincare? Do I do it after my skincare? Is it going to mess up my skincare and make my face break out? Nope, so far it has not messed with my skin. And what I do is my skincare, and then I come back like in an hour and give everything that I did for my skincare for nighttime time to soak in and be there. And then I do it when I put my hair up to go to bed. I sleep with my hair up on top of my head. I spray it and then I lean down in front of my space heater. I use that space heater for everything. If you don't have one, that is like one of my go-to, matter of fact, when I'm traveling, I miss it so much. I have it right on my counter. I use it to dry my lash glue. I use it it's kind of comforting because I have warm air like coming on me and it's cold in my house because it's summer and we have the air conditioned blasting. Another reason is like things like this or setting spray. A lot of times I will use my heater, but anyway, all that to say, the reason I tried this again is when Brooke and I just went to Boston. I'll put that latest video up here. Thank you for all of you guys. Thank you so much for being kind to my baby. Thank you for like such warm, heartfelt compliments. And just that, I don't know, I just appreciate you being so nice to her too. I really do. So the day we left to go to Boston, let's just say she was a little dysregulated when she got here, and she had no makeup on, which that's a normal for her, but she had not done her face tanner and she hated it. So she didn't want to take any pictures in the plane. I think the only picture I got of her until she put some makeup on was when we were doing our luggage and stuff. So I had already given my Cocoa Eve, I think is what the pink one was called. I had already given that away, so I repurchased it and I took a picture of my face this morning before I put makeup on so you could see how it does kind of tan your skin. Now the next question you're probably going to ask is, when you wash your face at night and you do your skincare, because I use Retin-A and glycolic and lactic acid and everything, yes, it probably will take it off. I don't know if it'll take all of it off, but it will. It's something that you would probably do every night to every other night, and it would be really good for those of you that don't like to wear makeup. I think you would love it. So wanted to tell you about that. Now, which one would I recommend? That one has a much finer mist and it dries faster, and I think it smells better. But the Cocoa and Eve gets you darker quicker. I might buy that again just to compare them. Okay, now speaking of Brooke, remember I told you that she had the best overnight curling set when we were there, and she did it the first night, and it was this one. Hers is green, but I got the Leopard one, and I mean, it comes with a bunch of different stuff. Let's take this out and look at it. Okay, so here it is, and wow, nice little bag. So it comes with wow, this is like the jaws of life, a nice clip. And what you're going to do is, wow, okay, and a carrying case. Wow. What I liked about it is, wow, a scrunchie. Wow, 2 scrunchies. Man. And this is the bonnet that you put on over it. But what I liked about it most is, see how it's not too big and bulky? The best overnight curls I have ever had, I did with my Barefoot Dreams robe, and I gave those away. I gave one to my mom, and I might have given them both to my mom. But this, you put right here. I would put it closer because I would want to get my bangs in there. And then you clip it, and then you twist your hair around it. And honestly, when Brooke comes over, I'm going to get all the tips because I was, taking my shower when she was doing this. And then, okay, and it even comes with the rubber bands that you put at the end, and then it has a spray bottle. So say like it's second day hair and your hair isn't, damp, then you would use those. I would say too, I'm always thinking of those of you that have daughters and granddaughters. This would be a great gift too, because this is a very comprehensive set here. So I will do that soon. Today, oh my gosh, I have a heck of a day. I have this, I'm doing my video early. It's 9:21. And then I have like an interview thing at 10:30. And then I have hair at 12. And I'll get these steely gray roots taken care of. Okay, so another sleeping thing. You know how much I love my sleep mask. And I caught the sale. They must have been doing this for July 4th, maybe. They had the whole website off at Slip. And so I think this one was on sale, and I'm not going to take it out because I like keeping them in the package. And then if I go visit someone or I want a gift, these are good to have because not everyone wants to spend a lot of money on a sleep mask, but I think that they are oh so important. John, I don't think sleeps with one, but I know Will does. The one he came out with the other day was SpongeBob. And I do, and Brooke does. So anyway, this one has a peach on it. This one is my Virgo sleep mask. And okay, so I can take this one out and show you. I took this one with me when I went to visit my friend Sheila Fajl I think she was in Raleigh. And so I went there and I left it. She said, "You left your cute little sleep mask. You want me to send it to you?" And I did not want her to have to go through that, going to the post office and everything. But dun, da, 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 I have my Virgo sleep mask back, designed for 8 hours of uninterrupted beauty sleep. These are so important when you travel too. And I love that I can just leave my windows open because I love a view. I love the city view. And, just wake up and the windows are open. And then this one, I will say, is a little different. I'm going to undo this one because I don't know. You guys might remember more than I do. I don't know if I haven't. I don't think I've ever ordered this. I think I've thought of it and I've ordered other ones, but this is the one called Lovely Lashes. And it has, let me see if I can open it here. It is a little different. And I almost thought this might be good for me if I do have my lashes on and I'm like taking a nap or something. But see how it has space in there for your lashes. I don't know if I would, I will say it does not even hit my, okay. So that is good because a lot of times if I take a little, I call it a drift nap, where it's almost like you don't even know if you really went to sleep. John said his daddy used to sit in the chair and hold his keys. And when he would fall asleep, his keys would fall and it would wake him up and then he'd get up. And that was his way of taking just a little drift nap. And so a lot of times I do that if I'm out of town, or I do it in the afternoons now. I'm really trying to be kinder to myself and not, and if I feel like I want to take a nap, I take a nap. So anyway, that will be interesting. I'll let you know there. Okay, this is a report back on the geometry bath towel. Did not like it at all. I mean, if you wanted to use it for your hair, I think it would be amazing. I love the dish towels so much. The New York one, I think the one we have out now is the drinks, like the martinis and stuff. I gave 2 to my mom, 1 to Brooke, and I love the dish towels. But when I went to use this as like a real towel, I felt like I was squeegeeing myself off. Like it felt like when you squeegee off a car or something. So wanted to kind of report back on that because they're not cheap. Okay, now let's see. Let's do this. When I was getting the face tanner the other day at Ulta, I saw this and it reminded me of this. This is my EcoTools Body Bronzing Brush. Now I use it for, and I thought we would do it together here. This is my Laura Mercier Tahitian Glow, and it's my favorite body bronzer. And it has a little bit of coverage too. Okay, so what I would do is I would do my neck. I don't do this as much as I used to. And then I would pick up my necklace, and I do take this like if I go to a special event, and I would do my chest. And then I learned this from, it was Shaws of Sunset. I think it was Mercedes did this. This always makes your arms look, because it's always whiter under there. So if you bronze your arms, it always makes your arms look more toned. So let's get some more in there. Let's bronze. I've done a whole body bronzing routine years and years ago. And then, get all the way down to your hands. It makes your hands look real pretty. And yeah, so I don't think I need this. And I already know I'm going to take something back that I'm getting ready to show you. So I'm going to return it just because I have this one. But I think it's made for actually putting on their bronzing like foam and everything. But I think it would be perfect for that. Okay. And then I felt like that led to, yes, this was so disappointing. This was one of those products I was really, really excited to try. And it's the new L'Oreal Skin Ink. They come in the prettiest packaging. I stood there forever taking these over to the window, trying to decide what color to get. And the colors I got were good. I got 130 cool and 40 warm. And I came home and I'll put a picture in here because I swatched them against my Estee Lauder 3C and the color looked good. But oh my gosh, the coverage was like half. And I kept having to dip back into the thing to get it on, and then it was see-through. If you want something with, I mean, it's supposed to be like good coverage. You know what? It says shake well. Maybe I didn't shake it well enough. I don't know. I don't think that was it. I just think it's for someone that wants a really light coverage. Okay, say like you like, this is, or medium, kind of like Charlotte Tilbury. That's more of a medium coverage. But if you're like me and you like Natasha Denona, Hourglass, Estee Lauder, this is more like NARS Creamy Concealer or something like that. So I'm not saying it was a bad product. My makeup looked good, all the things, but it certainly doesn't replace all of those. Okay, this is just honorable mention. I want you to get this. It smells so good. I just put 3 big sprays on my arm. What a fabulous fragrance this is. It's the Jo Malone Raspberry Ripple. It is the best. I mean, it's sweet, but it's got the musk, so it's sexy. It's not overpowering, but you still smell it. You still feel pretty. I cannot imagine this making anyone sneeze or cough. And it lasts all day, all day. You will love it, I promise. I cannot imagine anyone not liking that unless you particularly like oud or, you know, more of those vibey scents. It isn't like that, but it is sexy in its own way. It's sweet and sexy. Okay, this is what I have on my nails, thanks to my mom, who is so in the know. She was reading a magazine article, and it was giving the most flattering OPI nudes. And she said, all of the ones that you talk about were there. The bubble bath, the funny bunny, and what is the other one that I love so much? Is always in every list. Put it in neutral. This is Pale to the Chief. And so like 3 times I went and looked at both Ultas and at CVS, where they carry a lot of OPI. Surprisingly, they didn't have it. So I ordered it from Amazon. This is 1 coat. So you can see it's a little bit, I was scared if I did 2 coats, it was going to be too opaque for me. And just, I don't like that. I like just a kind of a light wash. I don't need it to be see-through, but I don't want it where, to me, if it's too opaque, sometimes it can make the edges look dark. Does that make sense? And it wears faster. So I'm going to take this to my mom, but I just wanted to show it to you guys. I think it's very pretty. Okay, let's see. I still got some more good stuff here. This is a new mascara, Bubble Colossal Maybelline. And I picked it up just to try. And when I opened it, I thought, ooh, I might like this. I would say if you like YSL Lash Clash, you may like this. You see how it's clumpy, and I like clumpy lashes, but I don't like clumpies on my wand. I just don't like it, and I have used it now 3 times because sometimes they do get better. Matter of fact, as soon as I get a mascara, sometimes I'll open it in the car and just let the air get to it because I do like a clumpier mascara, but I mean, it's not bad, you know, and if I wasn't into makeup and didn't do this, I might keep it and use all of it. But even this morning when I tried to use it, there was like little balls of mascara on my lashes. So I'm going to give that away and let someone with different lashes and a different eye shape try it, because if you have long, thick lashes, it's going to go on differently than mine. Mine are long because I use Revitalash, but I wouldn't say that they're necessarily thick. Okay, my lip. You might be wondering what the heck. Brooke, when we were out of town, she was using one of these. This is the Sacheu Lip Tattoo Liner. It's the Lip Liner Tattoo. Lip liner stain. Okay, when these first came out, I got some. I loved them. And then this is what happens when you're always trying the latest and greatest. I think I just kind of moved on. And then I started trying that Wonder Skin. Not as good. These are definitely better than the Wonder Skin. And my friend SJ with Cheap on the Chic, her favorite she had been talking about is this one, and it's Hazel. And this one I wore yesterday, and it was so light and pretty. I will put a picture in here. Matter of fact, it was so light and pretty, all I wore with it was that pink buxom gloss that I showed you last week. And so love that. And then Brooke, when we were out of town and we went to the Nordstrom sale, she was using the pinky one, which was kind of bright, but that sucker lasted all day. And so I'm going to get that one. This one is the mauve. They're all a different type of spelling. You'll see that. So that's what I have on today, which is the mauve. Matter of fact, I don't even know if I need the pinky one. I might just stick with mauve, but I might get the darker brown one. They have like a 3-pack at Ulta. I might even try that. But you put it on with a wand. It's going to look so much darker than it is. And put it on evenly. And what I have noticed is it really does show up more on your lips than it does like around your lips. So or if you're someone like me that likes to get around, kind of go over a little bit. And then I'll show you a picture of what it looks like. I did it this morning. This is what it looks like when you got it on. So it looks crazy. You look crazy. Your husband will tell you look crazy. And I leave it on for a good 10 minutes. And then it literally peels right off. Whereas that Wonder Skin, I never could get a grip on how to get that off. But anyway, so love these, love them, and gonna keep trying. So today I didn't know what to put on with it, and I thought I would just remind you of this is something everyone needs. Everyone. This is a go-to. I think you could give this to your sister-in-law, cousin, mother-in-law, stepmom, anybody, and they would appreciate this lip gloss. It is, I put on the wrong one. Hold on. This is Hot Toddy. This is Hot Toddy. This is my next favorite, but let me go get the one that I really wanted to tell you about. Hold on. Okay, now, so I just blotted that Hot Toddy off. Okay, Hot Toddy is my next favorite behind Mudslide. Mudslide is just, I just took one to Morgan last time I went to get my hair done. So I love these so much. So this one, what do we think? Does this one have a little bit more of, I think the other one's just a little creamier. This one, it has a little bit more of a pink color and a little bit more glisten. It's still a cream. Both of them are a cream. So that is what I have on my lips. And then Brooke saw this in the plane. We were sitting there, you know, we had to sit on the tarmac for like an extra hour and a half. So she saw this, and it was right then on the plane that I ordered this and the Hazel, the one that SJ told me about. But this is their new shoe, let's see, eyeliner stay-in, and it does this. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, I just broke it. I'll have to get John to fix it. But it does this. It tilts. Wow, that's disappointing. Okay, maybe I was trying to tilt it a different way, so be careful with the tilt. Okay, it's one of those days. That was slightly embarrassing. This is the dish towel I was just talking about that we're using now. Isn't that so pretty? I love how it's kind of like the black and white look, but with that splash of pink and the olive, kind of like that chartreuse. And I love this. So I love those. Have been a happy moment for me. Okay, another favorite. I tell you about this. It must be kind of like a summer favorite, but the good old Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. This blush is what I have on today, and it just gives that blush, contour, sexy, just a little bit of shimmer, and not over the top. It's not screaming blush. It goes with everything. I think this is also something that anyone with any hair color, any eye color, any age could use. And I love it. I love it. So I wanted to tell you about that. Okay, this is a new lip liner from Milani. And I knew this was going to be too light, but I was just determined I wanted to try one. They've got new colors and they were all sold out of all the ones I wanted, but I'm going to look again. And this one is Twice as Spice. And it's actually not as light as I thought it would be. It's actually pretty good. I'm going to keep it because it's kind of like, SJ, if you're watching, this is kind of like the Sacheu Hazel, where it just gives just enough lip liner to wear with like a light pink or a light nude. It's actually pretty nice. It reminds me of Lancome Natural Mauve. It's actually a lot better than I thought it would be. So I'm definitely keeping that. Very smooth. And then this is something I've tried this over and over. It's the Superstay Maybelline powder. It was right above the foundation because I had to buy yet another bottle of the foundation in 210, the serum. And so I grabbed the powder in the 310 or 320, there's two different colors I use. And I thought, well, maybe the powder will be good instead of putting a little bit of the liquid over it. And it's okay, but I forgot once you do this, then when I go in to use any kind of like Dior contour stick or anything like that, it messes up my mojo. It messes up my rhythm and, all that kind of stuff. So I do like it, but I wouldn't say run out and get it. It didn't do what I thought it might do. Okay, now these are so good. I'm happy about a few of these things. These are tap pants. Have any of you ever worn something like this? When I grew up, there was so much more of wearing slips and wearing a half slip, wearing a camisole, wearing tap pants, wearing hose. I guess it's just showing my age. And I miss that because it comes in handy. And so I ordered all of these from Amazon. I think, let's see, one was a set and then two were individual. And I kind of just wanted to see which ones I thought were the best. I think these are good, but what I love is this thick waistband. So what they are, it's just kind of like the bottom of pajamas, but I think they're a little baggier and a little bit longer. And what I like these for is when you're wearing a dress, it kind of acts as a slip. Or if you're wearing something a little short and you want to not have to worry about it when you sit down. Those of you that want to feel free, you could wear these just as undies and you wouldn't have like an undie mark. Like even with a pair of like baggy trousers, you could wear this under and, you wouldn't have any underwear lines. And then what was the main reason? I know the main reason. I just got a dress in from Revolve that is somewhat see-through. So I thought what I might try to do is just wear these underneath the dress because even if they show a little bit, it's just a pair of shorts. And it just kind of was nostalgic to me to get something like this. But these feel really good and I'll put exactly what I ordered down below. And let's see, it's got Chinese writing on it. So I will, but I just like that big waistband, but honestly, these might be good too. I just washed them all. Let's see if it's just slip material, like all polyester, I'm sure. And I got small. So these, and let's feel all of the lace. It doesn't feel scratchy at all. So I'll put them down below and I thought it might be something for you to try. It might open up some new outfit ideas. Okay, now this is a gadget. And my friend Kelly with Mommy's Makeup and Moscato always talks about this thing. And what it is, it's like let's see what it's called. It comes with this. John and I played with it last night. It comes with the different colors, but it's it's one of those things like you put on, like I guess a price tag is put on like one of those T plastic things, but it's not long. It's short and you can use it. Okay, yeah. See, like right here, you can use it and this always happens, I think to all of us, when there's like a button here and a button here, and you don't like this button and you don't like this button, you want it kind of right here, do it real quick. She said she takes it on vacation. She said she also uses it for like a shirt if she wants to scrunch up the sleeve, and then you just cut it right out when you're done with it. And she said she's used it for jeans to like, how they show you can do just one tuck in the back And if your jeans are too long, but you still want them to go over your shoe, you can do that so that you're not stepping on the back of your jeans and all kinds of things. So I got it. I have not used it yet. But what really got me is the whole, even like, you know, when you have a blouse and it has like a high collar and you don't want it doing that, you kind of want it to go back. She said she uses it to put the collar back. And so that's why I got it. And I will let you know. And then this, they advertised to me, and they know what I like, and what I love is notebooks. I always get the same ones. Well, I don't always, but Bando is my favorite. But look at this one. It has like a little ruler on the outside and it says, enjoy your moment. I love that. And then look at the pages, how pretty they are. So I got this, you know, I just am always, oh my goodness, look at that. Life is beautiful. Put your name and everything. And I just, every day, I probably go through at least 2 or 3 pages in a notebook, just writing down notes, ideas that pop in my head. It's kind of like a journal to me. Okay, so let me stand up and show you a couple more things in my dress and what I wore this week. Okay, so you may remember this dress. Let me put it how it's supposed to be, from Aritzia. It's part of their like body contour line, and I haven't worn it, and then when I looked at it, it's already sold out. But I also am doing a collaboration with Aritzia. I'm in the middle of it, and I got a couple of dresses. I got one that's strapless that I love, and I sized up to medium. This is a small. I do think small is my size, but I wanted to see how the medium felt too. So look forward to that, because the small I do think fits well. I don't know, the medium might be too big. Anyway, this is the dress. I love it. If I were going to wear it with heels, I would probably wear it with these heels that I always love these, because with a dress like this, I just want something simple. I mean, of course, you could also put it with like a nude. You could put it with anything. You could put it with bright yellow. It doesn't matter. But I'm going to bug you guys to death about these. And I know these are crazy expensive, and I will be looking for something similar. But these Gucci mules make my dreams come true. And I would so, like, just walking around out of town or whatever, I would so wear these with this dress. Even when I brought these out this morning, John complimented me on these shoes. They are so pretty. Okay, this is something I have seen so many times, and I half wanted it and half wanted to support them. It's a girl that made these Get Ready robes, and you can get all different colors. I chose the lavender one, but I just think this is so perfect. So it's just a get ready robe, so that when you're getting ready, you can just zip this on, put your makeup on and everything, and then get dressed. And I just liked it. And I am probably going to use it for end of the day, want to get comfy. I'll probably use it for that too. Okay, things that I wore this week. Okay, looks like I did double duty on this hanger. I wore this, matter of fact, I think I wore this last week. No, I wore it this week. It is a dress from Revolve, and I do get PR. I buy things from Revolve, but I do get PR. So I think that they may have sent this to me, and I love it. Brooke said that she sees this a lot. She said that she just saw it in a phone case where they take the leopard and put a hibiscus or something with it. I felt amazing in this dress. It is so pretty. It's inexpensive, and I love it. I loved this dress. Like, I thought to myself, I'm taking that with me if I go out of town again in the summer. Okay, I wore this again. You guys have already seen it once, but I love it. And it is the Susie Condi little jumpsuit in the terry. I love lavender. I think it's one of my favorite colors to wear. And this is just so one and done. I love it. She is expensive too, but it's worth it, especially if you can catch a sale. Now, this is something I did get, and you're definitely going to see this one. I wore this in a Q&A. You've probably already seen this one. This is from Revolve, and they did send it to me in PR. I get to pick everything out, but they give me like, according to whatever, they give me a limit. This is Lovers and Friends, a small. And I wore this on Sunday because I remember I wore it to my parents' house. And it's just kind of like a little polo top. And I liked it, but you know the leopard is more my style, I think. And is that it? I think it is. So thank you guys so much for being here. And okay, my earrings, I did Dean Davidson studs. I did my new necklace from, you know what? I love that. I love that this is hooked and doesn't slide because it will stay right and the hook won't show. Wow, I love that even more now. And then my Dean Davidson ring and my nail polish, and that is it. So thank you guys for watching, and I will be back really soon with, I'm already diving into fall fashion, things you can wear to work. We're going to do some more 90s. All the things that we like, I'm getting ready to dive even deeper into. So stay tuned. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.